America, land of the free, home of the brave, but also the land of the defeatists. That's what my colleague Rick Newman is gleaning from some polls that are out. And Rick, there was a poll last week by Pew that showed a lot of people around the world think America's in decline and that China is going to be the next superpower. And that's probably not so surprising, but more surprising was that those poll results also said a lot of Americans think America is in decline. What's going on out there?
It's a good question. So this is the thing that got my attention is in 2008, 36% of Americans said China was poised to be the leading superpower in the world. Now it's up to 47%. So even Americans are down on America. And I can understand this whole sense of America in decline. People feel things are just not going the right way. However, just a couple of facts should blow out of the water the idea that China is overtaking America as an economic superpower. I'll just give you one. Income per capita in China is about $5,000. In the United States, it's $43,000. That's nine times the level in China. China is not overtaking the United States anytime soon, but clearly it feels like we're falling behind. And I think that's what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah, and the per capita number, not to get too far into that, in China, they look at themselves as a poor country.
That's right.
Not as the world's second largest economy and this economic juggernaut, because they have 1 billion plus people. And the average income, as you say, is $5,000.
Yeah. So I think part of what's going on here is China is clearly rising, and the United States has taken a step backward. We know that's true. Household income has fallen in real terms over the last decade or so. But if you look what's happening around the world, the United States is once again leading the global economy. Everybody looks to the Federal Reserve to see what's going to happen in stock markets everywhere, not just in the United States, but in Asia and Europe. Europe's is in a double dip recession. It's a triple dip recession in some areas. Japan might be on the way back a little bit, but they're just getting started with the sort of stimulus programs we've had here out of the Federal Reserve since about 2008. And it's not clear it's going to work in Japan.
It may be more important, people say the Federal Reserve, they've done all this crazy stuff and it's going to destroy our economy. The dollar, it's not happening, right? The dollar is strengthening. People look, if you're a global investor right now, you look at America and you say, you know what? It looks pretty good.
Yeah, that's
certainly compared to the rest of the world. And China's economy is starting to slow down.
And let's just take one look at the stock market, which has hit about 24 record highs this year. So I'm not trying to be a cheerleader for America. I think I'm just trying to say that Americans are way more down on their country than they ought to be, given the facts. I mean, America is making a comeback. There are lots of reasons to be optimistic about life in America.
I'll be a cheerleader for America.
It's just difficult.
USA, yeah. I mean, let's go. But I should note, it's not just this Pew study also, right? NBC Wall Street Journal poll out this morning.
There's all kinds of studies.
29% of Americans think we're on the wrong track. That's the lowest level in 19 months.
Right.
I mean, aren't things getting better?
Satisfaction with life in America is close to record lows, and I think there's one big reason for this, two, let's say. Washington has a lot to do with this.
For sure.
I mean, there's almost nobody who likes what's going on in Washington. Americans are just disgusted because the politicians can't get anything done, and they're arguably harming the economy more than they're helping it in some cases. And the other is, life is a little bit harder than it used to be. I mean, there's no question about that. It is getting a little bit harder to get ahead. Some people are feeling that acutely. You look what happened in Detroit. That's a terrible signal. But there are a lot of signs that America is coming back too. We're seeing some manufacturing is coming back to America. Some sectors of the economy doing great. Housing is recovering. Some things are getting better. So it's a very slow recovery, but there is prosperity to be had in America.